Hi, chat. Hope everyone's having a good day, good night, good evening. Welcome to Under the Tea. And we have brought back friend of the show, Celeste, to deal with all of these whores going around.
Hello.
Hi, chat. I'm eating cardboard pizza because after I bought cardboard crack, that's all I can afford.
God, that's so
Not true, though.
funny.
Not true, though.
Cardboard crack. I'm dead.
I hope you enjoyed my opening song, by the way, chat. I thought it was very appropriate, given the subject matter of the night.
What song was it?
It was Leeches. If anyone's curious, it is Leeches by someone called Mela Mirage, who I found recently on accident. Their videos don't have many views yet, but I very much enjoy.
It's a good song. I played it last night during my playthrough of mixtape.
As the chorus goes, chat, they're leeches, cold manipulated bitches. They'll sell out and suck you dry.
Oh wow. Sheesh.
I thought it was perfect for the
think
night's
it's a good idea.
subject.
No, yeah, I 100% agree.
But to touch on before we get to the main thing, which of course chat will be Offkai, because it's always Offkai. It's always some VTuber shit going on.
Offkai just can't not have drama.
Exactly. First, some people may or may not have seen it floating around, and I do have the thing pulled up for the both of you as well, so you can see it and follow along. But so apparently some stuff for the Amazing Digital Circus movie leaked. I don't know what came after that, but whatever happened, the fan response caused Goose Works to just like absolutely crash out.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest, I do not blame them. It's actually what's really funny about this is the group of people that they have cultivated as a fan base. Ironically, seems to just hate Goose Works when they should love Goose Works because Goose Works is trans, and I don't think a lot of people know that Goose Works is like 100% trans, and they all hate Goose Works, and I'm just like, shouldn't you guys unconditionally love your allies? I'm really confused here.
I thought Goose Works was non-binary.
They might be.
They might be. I have just been told that they are trans, so and I could be wrong about that.
That
It
would
doesn't really
technically still
matter.
fall under trans,
Oh, fair.
depending on your definition.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter to me. I just was like, you guys are getting upset at an ally or somebody that you perceive to, or not an ally. When what is it when there's just like sisterhood of trans people or trans folk? Is it Mizu? Because ally is non-trans, but like they're allied with trans people.
I mean, we don't need a word for it. Doesn't matter.
Fair enough.
But yeah, they had a little bit of a crash out, which led them to say, I know people are upset with my response, which is fine, but I kind of just wanted to make a cartoon, and it's ended up being way more trouble than it's worth. I really just can't keep my heart in this thing anymore. It's gotten too much bigger than me, and I probably shouldn't be the figurehead of it.
Oh wow.
I had to agree with the one person that quote tweeted this and said they should probably just get off Blue Sky because Blue Sky is literally a much worse
It
toxic
is a cesspool.
I agree.
It is absolutely a cesspool.
My first
I agree.
interaction with Blue Sky was a bunch of VTubers retweeting my account and asking people to immediately mass flag me.
Oh no, it's the blue one. Go flag him down. Gotta shoot
I
him
still
down
can't
like
believe they
World War
did
II.
that. That was so ridiculous.
Yeah. But I've never seen anything good about Blue Sky. They also had a doxing problem for a while where people were just openly
Yeah.
doxing everybody back and forth.
That's hilarious.
It's a cesspool. It got really bad, like really quick. They've scared off like all the hyper lefty people that were using it.
Except for what's his face? The Star Wars guy.
No, Mark Hamill left.
Oh, he left? Oh, never mind.
They scared Mark
Never mind.
Hamill off of it.
Yeah, if they scared Mark Hamill away, then it's definitely Ogre.
Thank you, Internet Zen, for the 5. The thing is, Goose Works is a trans person who doesn't make it their entire personality. That's why the fan base hates Goose Works.
No, that's
Oh
fair.
wow.
That's
I mean,
fair.
that's fair.
They're one of the rare ones. You know, there's a few people that are like that, where it's just like, you know
Are you
what?
saying they're one of the good ones?
What if I am?
And also, Internet Zen Master member for 7 months. Thank you. Royan gets monetized and UTT talking about Offkai degenerates. Today is a good day. Hope the leg is okay, Occo.
My leg is alright. It's the other one that's like kind of hurting, because I use the other leg to like get up and twist when I'm like walking a lot, because my default get up is get up and turn to the right, and that leg is like really used to like turning my foot to the right, and my body is like, can you stop doing that please, because it hurts. And I'm like, okay, I will stop doing that.
Another thing we can show everybody, because I thought this was interesting, and I might have to mute this in post for this guy's music. There was a Twitch streamer called Xenosis who was banned from Final Fantasy XIV, the MMO one, like in the middle of the stream.
What did he do?
So Square Enix said he violated their policy for aggressive comments and behavior against others, basically while using the Final Fantasy XIV copyrighted material.
Okay.
So here is actually the clip of him getting banned. And let me see if I can pop open a full window for it so chat can see it better. So here he is. This is just a regular raid, by the way, that he's playing.
Okay. Okay.
At the top here, you see a game master has removed you from the duty.
What did he do?
It's literally a message I've never seen before on this game. I didn't know it existed.
That is interesting.
What? A game master removed me from duty?
That's like a rare. It's like collecting rare titles, and that's one of them. Is GM jail?
I think
Yes.
I'm about to be
Yes,
banned.
Chad.
Am I gonna be banned?
Uh-oh.
And then he gets pulled into this room. I guess this is how they ban people, or where they take people and they ban them.
Really?
Should I stream
Is that
this
just
or
like-
no?
Is that gay baby jail? I'm confused.
Should I stream this?
Basically.
Okay, so
Interesting.
basically, so I'm just reading this. I was suspended for wait.
I just want to know what language he's saying. I didn't hear anything.
He's reading the moderator messages.
Making aggressive remarks or taking aggressive actions towards others while using Final Fantasy XIV copyrighted material.
That's wild. What the heck?
That is so fucking loose.
I am so confused. Again, what did he do?
Everybody's still somewhat speculating. Nobody knows. People are thinking it is a message she sent a while back. This is his Twitter, by the way. If this is the same weirdo that was in my chat, he was messaging viewers because I banned him. I said Kate and Senna were dumb, retarded bitches. Also, Senna is the worst voice actor I've ever heard in my life. I just exposed what he said and haven't heard from him since. With Senna being the voice actress for the ever-popular Wuklamot in Final Fantasy XIV. Who, by the way, nobody likes the character.
No, not only is it they're the least liked character, but the person themselves is like legitimately unbearable. I will not expose to the world what. Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of a different non-binary person. Sorry. Yeah, they're just insufferable.
Right now, this is kind of the assumption of what they were banned for, because nobody really... Because even this is like almost a month ago.
Yeah.
So nobody really knows why they got banned.
That is so weird.
I just thought it was interesting, because I've never seen that message before. You've been banned by a game master. It's wild. One
That
of
is very
them...
wild.
I don't know about the other one, the Kate person. I guess Kate might be like a game master or something, or a community manager. VA ended up hating the character she voiced. No, every person that played the new Final Fantasy DLC hated the character of Wook-Lamont. I like to say this to put this into perspective for people. Final Fantasy XIV has had 5, like, basically major expansions, pretty much.
No.
Yep.
Wook-Lamont exists in the newest expansion, and the newest expansion only. In
Is
her
that Dontrail?
Dontrail, yeah.
Yeah.
So all the other characters, all the other like major voiced characters have existed since the very first release of Final Fantasy XIV. So keep that in mind. They've existed since the very start, and you as a main character have hung out with them across every expansion, including the newest one. Wook-Lamont has more dialogue than every single character except for 2 across every expansion.
Pretty much. Which I thought was impossible because, like, there was a period where I was like trying to play the expansion before I just straight up like skipping the cutscenes because I was like, fuck this expansion, I hate the shit out of it. And it's true, she talks way too fucking much.
Yeah.
Way too much.
People counted, she has more lines of dialogue than every other character in the game except for 2. And those 2 characters have been there since day 1.
Goodness gracious.
And she's really close to one of them, by the way. Her line count is actually really close to one of them.
Yeah. Excuse me.
I can't remember. It's Alphino and Alize are the only 2 she's not beaten, and I think Alize has more dialogue than everybody by like a wide margin. With Alphino really close to Wook-Lamont.
Yeah.
But there's still like 5 other characters that have existed since the first DLC, and she still talks more than them in her 1. It is ridiculous.
It is funny though.
It is a little funny, yeah. So it doesn't help that she's really annoying. She also talks way too goddamn much. How long were these cutscenes? I don't know. I feel like they're
Probably
pretty
10
long.
years long. Yeah, I actually was playing Final Fantasy back in the day, like maybe a couple years back, and I got to, I think, Stormblood, where like before Kurogane, and I'm like, dude, I know I have to power through this, and I kind of just quit the game. And I don't even know how much money we spent, but I was like so bored, and not because the game is bad, but like the first, like the original plus the first expansion, I'm like, this is really good. Then I get to Stormblood, and I'm like, this is so slow.
Problem with Stormblood is it is a very, very, very slow start. It does finish strong, but the start is so slow that it did like have a rough time with people that just weren't interested in continuing. I will say, while I don't think you should skip the cutscenes of any expansion except for the most recent one, you should continue playing that one. And if you start a new character, you can play for free up to level 80.
Occo doing the advertisement.
What level am I? I don't remember.
I was thinking about doing the thing, but I'm not gonna do it.
I might go back. I've been itching to go back and play, but I don't know.
Oh, did I find the chart? I did find the chart. So, no, it's Alphino has the most lines. So Alphino has 5,275 lines. Alize has 3,162. Wook has 3,077. With one expansion under her belt.
Okay, so this is just for 7. This is from 2.0 to 7. Wow. Okay, so this isn't even counting base game. This is just counting 2.0, which is the second expansion, all the way up to 7.0.
Yeah.
Dude.
That's insane.
2.0 to 7.1, top 20 characters by lines. Alphino is 5,000, Alize is 3,100, Wook is almost 3,100. They are so close. And then the next closest, Isholta, is losing by like 100 lines. And then you just start dropping off a cliff. Because everyone from this character here, Lise, up, have been there since the game started, except for Wook.
Yeah, everybody else is like 1, maybe 2 expansions. Although Minfilia's been there since the beginning. Granted,
she's gone for half the time though, so like
I was gonna be quiet about it, but like Celestium knows what happens to Minfilia, so like not that big of a deal.
It's a furry, yeah. It is a cat lady.
Avnir is based off of India, and you can tell. Okay, Chad, that was very rude of you.
Also, chat's correcting you. 2.0 is base. Technically, Realm Reborn is 2.0.
Really?
Because technically there was Final Fantasy 14 originally. That got shut down.
You're right. Yeah,
Graha was out for 2 expansions. Isholta was gone for like wide points for some reason. Still though,
yeah,
like
Wook
had 1 expansion. It's insane. I think it's funny to me.
It is definitely funny.
And that explains why people really don't like her, because she's just forced into everything.
Pretty much. And here's the thing. They did pretty much wipe her away in the new expansion, I'm being told. So eventually, when I actually do have the want to get back to it...
Oh, she was shoved out the door.
No, yeah, they basically were like, all right, we're going to kill your character. As far as I know, they didn't kill her. They basically was like, all right, this character is never being introduced into the story again, and you will never voice act in this game ever again.
Yeah, they've basically forced her out the door, because nobody liked the character at all.
Yeah.
Like, see, Alphino and Alize can get away with being a little bit annoying sometimes, because they're cute elf twinks.
Mm-hmm.
Wook can't. Like, the whole muscle mommy thing, that is strictly like a Twitter brain rot bullshit.
That's so funny.
But I also have this random little piece of news that I think maybe Celestial wanted to weigh in on a little bit.
Let's see.
So people were trying to say that there's this Idaho law that is causing libraries to restrict access to children. So they have this little sign here. Pursuant to Idaho Code 18-1517B, effective July 1st of 2024. So this is old, technically. To proceed beyond this point, you must be 18 years or older. If you are under 30, please be prepared to show a photo ID.
What? No.
To use the
No freaking way. Are you being for real right now?
He's being so for real.
I thought it was weird because I was like, I have never heard of a law anywhere close to this. So I actually sat down and I looked up the law myself, to figure it out. So, notwithstanding any other provision of law, a school or public library or agent thereof shall not promote, give, or make available to a minor A. Any picture, photograph, drawing, sculpture, motion picture, film, or similar visual representation or image of a person or portion of the human body that depicts nudity, sexual conduct, or sadomasochistic abuse, and that is harmful to minors. Or B, any book, pamphlet, magazine, printed material, however reproduced, or sound recording that contains any matter pursuant to paragraph A of this subsection, or explicit and detailed verbal descriptions or narrative accounts of sexual excitement, sexual conduct, or sadomasochistic abuse, and that, taken as a whole, is harmful to minors. So that's kind of the material we're talking about.
That kind of leaves them some room, which is kind of interesting.
But people were like, okay, so why are you banned from the library, though? Like, it just says don't give it to children. Why are you banned from the library? So, there were a couple other things. Provision 3. Any minor who obtains material, or parent or legal guardian whose child obtained material in violations to the provisions of Section 2 of this section from a school or public library shall have a cause of action against the institution if A, the institution gave or made available material harmful to minors, or the institution failed to take reasonable steps to restrict access by minors to material harmful to minors. For some reason, people got kind of confused about this, but basically all this is saying is you just need to have it in a separate section that's like labeled adult.
Right.
Which is
yeah,
normal.
you don't ban people from the whole library. It sounds so like dystopian.
Yeah, they're just refusing to make an adult section, basically. And then
Which
also at the
dumb.
bottom, upon receipt of written notice and subsequent to the expiration of 60 days, the institution's library board or board of trustees failed to relocate the material harmful to minors to an area with an adult access only. You have 60 days to move the book to an adult section after somebody tells you about the book.
And then if you don't move it, isn't it like if you don't move it, then they can like choose to like go to the government?
Well, you can sue. And people are like, oh, well, maybe they're just scared because the lawsuit amount is just so steep and so deadly that they just have to. So any minor parent or legal guardian who prevails in an action brought under this section may recover $250 in statutory damages.
Oh my gosh.
To put it into perspective, if you, as a normal citizen, gave not safe for work content to a minor, you are subject to a fine between $10,000 and $250,000.
Well, couldn't it also give you jail time as well?
Jail time is like obviously, but I'm talking about just the fine.
Fair enough.
For the library, it's $250. I will say it also says as well as actual damages. I think this is covering their ass because I don't know how you would even calculate actual damages for this. They probably would just throw that part out in court.
Yeah, they probably would.
And then it shall be an affirmative defense to civil liability under this section that the defendant A had reasonable cause to believe that the minor involved was 18 years of age or older. So like if you even have like a active defense if they lie to you about their age and they like fake it, which is not normal, by the way. Normally the government just says fuck you, they lied about their age, you're still on the hook for it.
Right.
Or B, verified the minor involved was accompanied at the time of of the act by his parent or legal guardian. So if the parent gives it to them, then you're still off the hook. So this kind of covers all your bases.
It's just this library's being a little plus extra.
Yeah. They are just refusing to move the not safe for work content into an adult section. And I said it, I don't like when the government makes excess laws because I think the government's going to do it wrong or it's going to use it incorrectly.
They always
This
do.
is something I don't think you even needed I didn't think you needed a law for. I was like, you just put the adult stuff in the adult section. I don't... I thought we already did that. Do we not? Is that a problem?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at my library, I remember when I was a kid, like, there was a section where only adults could go, and I'm pretty sure that's what that was. Just like...
I'm pretty sure my library has an adult-only section.
I bet it probably does. It's just like, these are things that you would expect that, that they would do, but, like, I guess not.
And I pointed all this out, and I currently have a bunch of people saying, "Oh, the bootlicker supporting the Republican government
What?
to censor our media." And I'm like, I'm fine with them saying put the adult stuff in the adult section and don't give it to kids. Like, I don't.
That kind of fits into our into the Offkai topic. I'm gonna be honest with you.
That's kind of why I was like, oh yeah, this works.
That is amazing.
Thank you, Internet Zen. As a Washingtonian, I'm either going to go sigh, of course it's Idaho, or, quote, the libs in Idaho are being hyperbolic twits again. Sounds like Librarian is a twit trying to make Idaho look bad. Yeah, no, it feels like it. Yes, perfect segue into Offkai. Because for people who don't know, Offkai is a VTuber convention, sort of like an anime convention, but for just VTubers. Which my understanding is part of the reason Offkai is having trouble taking off is because they just don't let general anime stuff in it. So it's like just VTubers. Which
That's so weird.
I hate to inform you, that's not enough.
No, I thought that they did. Honestly, I thought that they had anime, maybe primarily VTubers, but they were more accepting towards anime stuff. That's interesting.
But they announced that one of their big sponsors this year is Fansly, and they're gonna have a big Fansly booth in the middle of the exhibitor hall.
So is it actually? Because I did not like do a lot of research into this because it like kind of just happened all at once. Is it actually going to be in the open convention hall?
It is in the open convention hall.
Oh,
that is so allowed for children.
Yeah. See, like, because for a while it was like, okay, let's examine why people are getting upset and why this is an issue. Because there were a lot of people that were like saying that this was really bad and that this is like a sexual degeneracy. And then you had a whole bunch of like whores they were just like, no, you need, this is like getting rid of our free speech if you do that, if you talk about it like this. And it's just like, I don't know. I feel like because here's the thing, and we're obviously going to get into it. My personal opinion is because the big conversation rotates around children. My opinion is children shouldn't be at a VTuber convention. VTubers are inherently not made for children because of the way that it's kind of like framed and all that kind of shit. I don't want children around that. By the same token, there's a lot of shit I know I saw at Comic-Con when I was like 10, 11, or 12, and kids were allowed to go to Comic-Con and walk on the convention floor when I was there. So it's just like,
so I think
I don't know.
The way I've put this is, and to try and help explain it to people, because I don't think people really understand the big issue with it. Because you're right, if you go to Anime Expo, Comic-Con, most of these conventions, there are other adults kind of wearing scantily clad uniforms. Sometimes there's a booth with like vaguely not safe for work stuff in it. But imagine this is the centerpiece sponsor for their expo hall. And don't think of it as Fansly, right? Think of it as a company that produces sex tapes. And they're advertising it as come meet your favorite porn star. But don't worry, we didn't put any not safe for work stuff on the booth. Like, it's not visible. So come on, kids, meet your favorite porn star.
No, yeah, I definitely see a pretty big issue with it. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I just because again, like there were so many people just like getting upset saying why are people, I thought we were in this age of liking lewd stuff, and it's just like, well, I'm not saying that you can't like lewd stuff. I'm just saying that there's like a time and a place, and you're kind of signaling that like, because like people brought up that Offkai was sponsored by other not safe for work institutions before, if I remember correctly, and it's just like, yeah, sure, but like I'm pretty sure those institutions weren't on the convention floor. Maybe I'm wrong about that.
I mean, sometimes they are, but you have to kind of think people have a different feeling towards something like Anime Expo or Comic-Con because they're so big, they sort of see them more as like a corporation. Offkai is still smaller, right?
Right.
So people are kind of expecting them to be a bit more appropriate with how they handle things.
Yeah.
So when they're like, oh, we're just going to drop the Fansly booth in the center floor, go for it. People are like, no.
I just find it like absolutely insane that they're like, we're gonna put this in the center of the convention hall. That's amazing.
It even says, like, in their rules, by the way, for the artist, that if artists have not safe for work stuff, they have to card people before they even take it out of, like, a folder to show them.
Yeah. Which is probably what you should be doing, I think.
And it makes it worse because the convention does have a specific 18 plus section.
Mm-hmm.
And people are like, why didn't you just put the Fansly booth in the 18 plus section?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Which would be acceptable in my personal opinion. Like if you put it there, there would be no issues in my I would just like, I don't care who sponsors you if you put it there. But no, it's like the center of the convention. It's just like,
Yeah. That was one of the things that bothered me too, because like I'm not for like NSFW content like being anywhere really, but if you're gonna do it anyway, like at least put it in a place where minors aren't gonna be able to like easily access it. Because when I think, oh, in the middle of the convention, the way in the exhibitor booth, you know, how well are they gonna cover this stuff up? You know, and even if they didn't cover it up, right? A lot, and this I mentioned on my stream the other day, it's like people, like young kids are into corn already. Like, you know, every year it's like the number drops. Like even kids as young as 10 are getting into stuff, and it's horrible. So it's like, if they already have, you know, some kids are smart, they'll go on the computer and they'll search things up, and then what happens when they go home or on their phone if they have one, which is irresponsible parenting anyway. Kids shouldn't be on the internet period anymore, but you know, for the parents who are dumb and allow this to happen, you know, we could help those kids like minimize the amount of damage that they receive. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Really quick, just because I missed these two, and it was about the Idaho thing. Archmago says, Hail Tea Party. Sounds like the library was worried that the cover would be blown. Anyways, how was your weekend? And Internet Zen Master says, without looking, I'm pretty sure Idaho did this as a fallout of the BS about explicit LGBTQ material in books marketed to kids in school libraries over the last 4 years. To be honest, Idaho is being sane here. To follow
I would
up,
say they are.
to follow up with like what Celeste was going at, part of it is, and this was the argument I kind of provided to people. Since the convention does have a specific not safe for work area, when you tell parents, hey, you can let your kids, you know, kind of run around the event hall, it is, you know, safe for kids.
Mhm.
They're going to just assume that the not safe for work stuff is in the not safe for work area because you've told them there's a specific area for it. And then you've told them their kids are allowed to roam around this area perfectly fine.
I guess at least this way we know that it's not going to be, so parents can like prepare. But like this, like, imagine if are ticket sales up for this kind of thing already? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they've been up for a while. A lot of conventions will start
imagine.
doing ticket sales the year before.
Imagine if your ticket sales are up like that and you're like, hey guys, by the way, porn is just going to be out in the open. It's just like, well, fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And a lot of stuff that was coming up was people saying, well, you know, Fansly isn't just an 18 plus site. Well, first off, you have to be 18 plus to sign up on Fansly, or you're supposed to be. But at the same time, we keep sitting their mic. I don't think anybody's sitting their mic.
Oh, am I in my mic?
It might be me. I'll,
Hold on.
I don't hear it, chat. I'm sorry if you guys hear it. Oh, I'm lost. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good.
I had it, and now it's gone. Oh, it's people are trying to say Fansly isn't like just an 18 plus site. I was like,
Right.
okay, go to Fansly and tell me the first things you see on the front page.
Well, it's just like the same people that argued about OnlyFans when OnlyFans was going to take away not safe for work stuff. It's just like, it will kill the website if you do that. It's just like, no,
Yeah.
there's more stuff on there than just loot stuff. And it's just like, okay, like what? Like literally, like what? I
Like
know
the-
it's like a Patreon, but like literally, like what?
Like, I think about that guy that uploaded his math videos to Pornhub, and it's like,
Which is funny.
That's like saying because he exists, Pornhub is not a pornographic website now. Because, like, there's at least one guy on there uploading, like, educational math content.
Yeah. It's just like, should you like send your children to... No, obviously fucking not.
I got OnlyFans YouTube ads before.
Don't understand. It's like, if it's majority something and you need to be 18 plus to sign up, then clearly it's not a website for children, for minors in general to be on. So it's like, you can argue all you want, but like, it's clearly this. So don't be dumb, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I sponsored the Artist Alley. That's right. There were some people that were just doing different sponsorships of the thing. OF technically is an adult. That's true. It is not technically quote unquote adult, but you're gonna have a hard time convincing somebody that, like, if you say OnlyFans, if you ask if somebody knows the internet and you ask them about OnlyFans, their first thing is gonna say, oh, the porn website. You are not gonna get somebody to say, oh, I know a niche person that uploads their knitting videos to OnlyFans. No, like, legitimately, that is not what people are gonna think of first. I promise you, that's not gonna happen.
And then Toa, thank you for the super. They said, I have a friend that works at one of those adult vendors. When Anime Expo segregated those to their own area, they were skeptical, but they ended up doing way more business, so it's actually better for them. Yeah, no, I will tell you, because I used to go to Anime Expo every year. The thing is, when there were not safe for work vendors, they would be like in their own closed off little roped off booths. And I think the reason they segregated them to their own area was actually because the segregated roped off booths, being individual, was taking up too much space. Because it had to be big enough to put sheets around and to have guards stationed in front of it to check IDs and stuff. So I'm convinced they only put them in a group together specifically so they could just have one guard and one giant, like, roped off area in a corner.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
But it did go from, like, you would go into individual not safe for work booths that would have like one person in it maybe, and that person was the one manning the register, to having a segregated area for it that just had like a whole bunch of people traveling through it and looking at everything because it was all together, basically.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it ended up working out better for them. AX, the last year I went, had a huge not safe for work section that was just for like Faku and Jast and everybody together. And then they had a similar one in the Artist Alley.
Gosh.
And they had,
Did you visit it?
What?
Did you visit it?
Yeah, that's where I got my copy of, God, what's it called? Dessert with Demi-Humans, or Demi-Human Dessert.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
That was also the one where, one of those is where I bought my first Japanese, like, mystery box thing.
Okay.
Which, if
you told me about that.
If you guys ever go to Anime Expo and you see an actual Japanese company selling a mystery box, I would probably recommend it. Because they actually put real shit in those. The Japanese companies do.
They're not all bad.
Every time I've gotten one, I've gotten well more than my money's worth out of it. And that might just be because if I bought it individually, it would have like an American markup to it. Which might be why it's like such a good deal overall.
Right.
I remember I bought one at a Jast booth one year, and I got a mouse pad out of it that was probably cost me more than the entire mystery box itself. And that was just the mouse pad. It had a bunch of other stuff in it.
Do you remember which one it was?
Yeah, it was a Kaho Shibuya titty mouse pad.
Oh my goodness, no!
Dude,
that is so funny.
I forgot about that, yeah. And now she's like, she's renounced her ways as being a pornographer, and now she like streams on Twitch.
That was also the year I got a hug from her and a picture with her.
That's right. That's amazing.
Which I like to tell people that Kaho Shibuya is a tiny ass little woman.
Yeah. She's like, what, 5 feet?
She's like, yeah.
Feet?
No, she's really short. Yeah, she's got to be shorter than 5 foot. Because she was coming up like not even halfway on my chest.
Well, she is Japanese.
Yeah.
So
she's a little lady.
It's not to be insulting or anything, but Japanese people are kind of short.
Yeah. And then thank you, Toa, again. The benefit is it offloads the ID checking and also psychologically primes the people waiting. It took 20 minutes to get in here. Might as well buy something. To be fair, when I went to AX, they have, the last year, they have cut down on the lines just in general. You were able to get into basically any of the not safe for work booths within 2 seconds as long as you had your ID on you.
Well, that's good.
They also didn't do like the looking at it thing. The guards at AX had scanners that would actually scan your ID.
Yeah.
Which I'm pretty sure is more accurate. I don't know how easy it is to fake those.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you could, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how all that stuff works. But yeah, no, it's a nicer thing. And you probably should just have like this stuff sort of segregated out into a corner.
Yeah, and it's just like, oh, sorry, you finished.
I was just saying, just, you know, with a guard that's checking IDs, don't just say, oh, this is the adult section, go wild. Like, you gotta actually have somebody there checking the IDs.
I would agree. And it's, I kind of lost my thought there. It's just like one of those things where I don't mind if this exists, and I don't even mind that they are sponsored by them, because, like, you know, in my personal opinion, who cares? My care is that they have decided to make it like a very big thing, and it kind of sets the tone, and I think that it like can start a greater argument just about VTubers in general, because when a lot of people look on the inside with VTubers, and whenever I talk to like a normie or an outside individual, the first thing that they tell me is that they think all VTubers are whores and that none of them should be taken seriously because they just see them all as whores that are whoring themselves out to other people. And listen, you laugh, but like I vividly remember talking to Cameron F305, and that was his perception. And you know what? I cannot blame any normie for thinking that. Because on the looking in, some of the biggest VTubers in the world are all whores. All of them have OnlyFans. All of them are selling their body out on the internet. So I can't blame people for just thinking that, because that's what all the very big ones do. And nobody looks at the tiny ones. Nobody looks at the little ones. I mean, what's sad is a lot of the little ones just do it too, where they just throw out their not safe for work card all the time.
Yeah, see, chat, I'm a whore, but I admit laughing. I'm a whore.
I wasn't laughing because I disagree with you. It's just like thinking about it just feels so ridiculous. And that was like the other thing that I had mentioned on stream is like VTubing culture. Like, sure, there's like loot stuff and whatever. And I'm not saying that it's not there, but it's not like in your face like that. Like, it's not the primary thing. And at least with Western VTubing, like one of the gripes I have with it is that it's so openly sexual, like no decorum. And I know maybe, and some people were like mentioning while I was looking around for this topic, it was that even Hololive supposedly for the newer gens is becoming more and more, you know, leaning in that direction. And I'm just like, why can we just have like more wholesome stuff be promoted and not this nonsense, at least in the EN side of things? It just like, you know, Shy Lily, Bao, all of them. I'm just like, dude, I'm so tired of this.
Well, what's funny about them is
it's gonna crash at some point.
Oh, it is definitely going to crash because there's only so many people that will sacrifice their wallets to get your b-hole picks. So I do, and the other thing is, a lot of these people do kind of have a shelf life for this kind of thing. In addition to that, a lot of these people are just becoming more and more unpopular, especially like Shy Lily, Silvervale, all of those people that. Now, granted, Bao has always kind of like just been a whore. She's always kind of like done this. But like some of these other girls, they're like turning to it right now or turning to it really quickly right now. And you have to wonder why. And it's probably because some of them are like, I'm expiring in terms of like popularity. So I need to put this out there.
Yeah. Like a desperate attempt to keep the audience that they have or whatever.
Or get new people. It's also a good way to get new people.
But because I was gonna say, one of the things I wanted to touch on was a bunch of people are coming up with really bad excuses for this, basically.
Oh yeah, some of the excuses for this, I'm just like, did you really have to say? Did you really have to say that, man? And it like sounds really bad when you put it into like the context of like children being at a convention center.
Yeah.
I threw a bunch of my favorite replies, and by favorite I mean like dumbass, stupid shit. But some of my favorite replies I threw in there for you.
Yeah, well, I wanted to first like touch on that Kirsch was one of the first people to kind of bring this up.
Oh,
which
yeah.
admittedly, Kirsch does have an axe to grind with Offkai.
No,
Yes,
I
he
agree.
absolutely does.
I believe Pippa does too, to a degree. I think FaZe in general has a little bit
Are
of
they
an axe
still
to grind.
sponsoring?
No, FaZe has FaZeCon. Which is
Fair.
currently also sort of crashing and burning a little bit, but we'll see where that goes.
We will have to wait and see. But yes, I heard so.
But Kirsch mentioned, why is this marketed in the exhibitor hall instead of the after hours yabai market when this is a con that allows unaccompanied minors? And she quotes this point from the forum they have. I'm between 13 to 17 years old. Do my parents have to accompany me at the convention or attend the convention? From 13 to 17, minors may attend the convention on their own, with or without their parents, with written permission from your parents or a legal guardian in order to attend. Permission is obtained by downloading and printing the minor consent form. Your parent or legal guardian must fill out the form and then have it taken to a notary and signed in the notary's presence.
Have to go to a notary?
Yeah. The other way permission can be obtained is to have your parents come to registration with you and fill out the parental consent form on site.
See, I didn't read that.
Oh no, the notary is just funny to me. Mom and Dad, I need you to get this notarized so I can go to the VTuber convention. Which, yeah, it is the consent form to enter the strip club, basically.
That is amazing.
Goodness gracious.
With some people that were kind of disagreeing with it. Well, first off, we had I wanted to bring up this one, this Nikishi person. Which is, VTubing has gotten so inherently sexualized and degenerate, by the way, for those of you who don't know, that VTubers very regularly have orgies and sex parties at events. It happens at virtually every big event with VTubers in attendance, like Offkai and TwitchCon. And I brought him up not because of this specifically, but because, again, this goes into what I said, with people are coming up with the dumbest defenses of this Offkai thing. Somebody replied to him, do you people actually don't go outside? People meeting others with their same interest for the first time drink alcohol and have sex? There aren't enough languages in the world for me to describe how bitchless you are.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't go out. Like, here's the thing. Yeah, I've got friends that I go out and I got people I interact with. And while I might not drink, I do not spend the first night I know with them having sex with them. What do you mean?
Yeah. This is
Like,
what I'm
I'm
talking about with, like,
I'm gonna be honest.
the worst
Listen.
defenses in the world. When somebody says, you guys are all sluts, you're having orgies at the party, and you're like, you don't? Yeah, we
That's
don't.
so disgusting, dude.
What do you
What is
mean?
wrong with these
Listen,
people? I swear.
I'm just gonna say, you guys are cool people. All right, I like you both. If I ever go to a convention with either of you, I'm staying in my own bed, maybe even in my own room, depending on how cheap it is. I'm not. I don't want you guys to get the wrong idea. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Okay.
A couple of people has said Fifi has acknowledged the VTuber sex parties.
I feel like that was
She has.
by her.
I don't think it's a joke. I'm gonna be real honest.
You don't think so?
No.
There's been so many people that have come out and said it already, and then immediately tried to walk it back, that I've been like, I don't know. I feel like
You
this
think
is
so?
really... I feel like you guys are really participating in this.
I am worried that it is actually a real thing.
Oh, it's definitely
so
a real
many
thing.
VTubers. So many VTubers are like, oh, I'm so sick after a convention. And I know that, like, at conventions you get sick, but it's just like some of them that are saying it, I'm just like, now I'm looking back retroactively, and I do have to wonder.
I have
You know
to.
what I mean?
I have to bring up their second post. These people think I'm solely referring to the orgies, and that's telling in and of itself. Oh my god.
Bro, that is so retarded.
People been fucking at cons since the dawn of time. What are we talking about? It's crazy how this community attracted so many incels who don't know how the real world works.
My thing is about these kind of people is that, like, if you don't do what they're like saying, or you even give them a little bit of pushback, you're immediately called names. And it's like, if you're calling me this, it just means you have like no morals. At least I have some morals to stand on. It's insane.
We had the wonderful argument from Darius. Everyone talking about Fansly being at Offkai, but no one's talking about the samples of gamer subs and G Fuel given to said children at most cons, which in my opinion is catastrophically worse.
I would agree. You should not be giving that to children, mostly because it is a supplement that contains
Occo, catastrophically worse. They're saying giving kids a caffeine energy drink is catastrophically worse than grooming them.
Oh, never mind. You're right. I like was doing
I think
things
Darius was
once.
talking about the artwork though.
Oh,
More than the actual, like, what's in the caffeine and all the other stuff. I mean,
No, he says it here. Drinks that will slowly kill you.
oh, okay, no. Well, I mean, that's bad for a whole different reason. Like, I mean, anything can kill you, but, like, the thing about openly promoting sex, especially in an area where young children are going to be, is that rots your mind and your soul. And I think that's arguably worse because it'll lead to worse things later down the line that are either almost like you can't really like reverse that very easily. So it's like, I don't know. I mean, that's bad, but for a different reason. I would argue that this is worse than a caffeine drink slowly killing you with all the chemicals that it has.
Yeah, that's like a preaching to the choir thing. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, because
I had Dr. Pepper
he
when I was a
follows
kid.
it up with, before this loses containment, the streaming sphere is full of gambling, predators, drinks that will kill you, the red pill content that will turn their brain to soup. There is no lesser or more evil. All of it is evil, and you have invited it into your homes. Which,
Okay.
people can agree with that. The problem is you're using this to defend Fansly being there. Like, his ultimate point is it's all evil, so you might as well just let all of it in.
That is the kind of arguments that sorry, I'm not trying to get religious here. That's the kind of argument that Satan used to tell you, just let it happen, man. It doesn't matter. Everything sucks anyway. It's just like, no, I kind of don't want to do that. Thank you very much. Can we like...
I like the top reply. Wait, are you seriously saying a kid trying caffeine is worse than exposing them to porn? And he just shouts lead.
So is this man saying that you should not be getting gamer subs? Because if there's lead in gamer subs, then, oh man, gamer subs, you should never sponsor this man because he is doing a horrible job at shilling your product.
We, of course, had the ever-brilliant mind, Evanito, also chime in.
Oh, lovely.
As an idiot.
His original
Yes, he
argument was, guys, there's only like 10 kids attending Offkai. Like, let's be real. And then his follow-up
That's too many!
Then his follow-up to that is, side note, you guys realize Fansly isn't an adult website?
This guy's an idiot. I responded and people got mad at me. There's this one person who's clearly illiterate, and I said, I pray that if you have children in the future, your mindset changes. And then there's this knucklehead who came in and said, like, how do you know if he has kids or not? Like, or whatever. And I'm like, that's not even the point I made.
I know he
Yeah,
he's dating a VTuber, and I know for a fact he does. Because if he does, the VTuber would like disappear from the internet, and then we would know who it is. So I know he doesn't have any children.
So it's like I'm just saying, like, even if it's one kid, like, you know, you would think that a like male instincts would pop in and say, like, no, we've got to protect the children. And people are coming here like, oh, the people who are in the right wing, you don't really want to protect the kids. And it's like, we do, because there are terrible parents who won't protect their own kids. So people in society can step in and say, this is wrong. there has to be a better way to go about this. Like, for example, putting them with the other 18 plus people and not giving them, this kind of attention and blurting out to the world that they're a big sponsor for you guys.
Yeah. By the way, thank you, Toa, for the 5. Says, look, that thing with Mari _Ian was a joke. It didn't actually happen. I don't know if you were here when it happened, Celeste, but there was a joke that Mari had an orgy at a...
Oh my gosh, what? I feel like I think she's living
too
on a
quiet to do
rock.
that. I'm gonna be honest with you.
There was a joke about her playing Mario Kart with a bunch of people, and somebody in the room next to her heard them shouting and thought it was like a really rough gangbang or something.
Oh my gosh.
Which led to the
No
joke
way.
that Mari had a Five Guys situation at an anime convention.
That sounds
Wow.
She ran with it for a while. It was funny, but she did have to clarify, like, no, I didn't get like all my holes blown out by random guys at an anime convention.
Oh
my gosh.
Clarify.
And then thank you, Internet Zen. I'm staring at SB and going, did Casey Tron write this post with the mention of incels? Also, Darius does realize Monster Energy and Rockstar were available at public schools in the late 2000s, no? Not my
There's a chance
school.
that he-
My school had
there's a
shit in
chan-
it.
There's a chance he might have even consumed it. Who knows? These people are so stupid they don't even think about their own arguments before posting them. They're worse than me.
All my school had was bottles of water that were like in worse bottles than the cheap. Like they might as well have been like paper bottles. They were so bad.
Yeah.
My school cheaped out on everything. God.
I mean, schools cheap out on water. I mean, they cheap it on as much as they can so that they can pay their teachers as much as possible.
The next one I have is kind of funny. So we have this Ravana person who is a part of V Bimbo. By the way, my understanding...
Lord, give me strength before I explode.
My understanding is V Bimbo was like the specific girls that were going to be at the Fansly booth. Somebody could correct me on that, but I think it was them like specifically going to be there, as well as some other people.
Shout out by the Offkai people, which is
Yeah, they're a sponsor.
upset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're absolutely a sponsor.
So this was in response to all the drama, and they said, I've stayed quiet about all this, but it's plain and simple. Myself and my V Bimbo girls, thank you for the free promo. Conventions have always been like this. It's not new, and Offkai takes great care to protect everyone and make people feel safe. OMG, we have boobs. Yes, we do. Thank you for noticing. Fansly takes great care at conventions and has never been explicit at conventions. Kids
This
are
will take it to
exposed
the
to
next
worse
level.
things at school and online. The amount of times
Bro!
I was shown stuff when sitting in my classroom is insane.
I don't care. Like, this is downplay. It's like, okay, so you're okay with just saying, oh yeah, we're going to take an adult website booth out of an area that should be 18 plus only, put it out in the open where kids can be exposed, and you're saying that's okay because I saw tits when I was in seminary. Are you
Doesn't
being
make
so
it-
for real right now?
It doesn't make it okay at all, but
Doesn't make it okay. No, it makes it worse.
They want to complain about, like, we don't care about the kids, but it's clear that you don't care. You're very dismissive about it. Like, kids should not be exposed to anything, period. But we want to focus on this one thing right now and not bring in irrelevant situations. It's insanity.
Yeah. She continued with, be not safe for work if you want, be safe for work if you want. If you don't agree with it, move on. Not safe for work creators are some of the nicest and most welcoming people, and I have always felt safe in this community. I responded to this particular point on a stream I did about this a little while ago. Not safe creators are some of the most evil, backstabbing bitches I have ever had the misfortune of dealing with, because I used to be like a vaguely not safe for work creator for a while. They suck. Like, more so than regular VTubers. Not safe for work creators are horrendous.
I was going to say, and I don't know if you'll see it here, I forgot where Ravenna responded to me, but she basically accused me of saying that I said that I was happy or, fine about the trauma that she experienced, the grape trauma that she experienced when she was 5. And that's not even true. I told her
I had that.
Oh,
You were gonna bring that up.
Well, I don't wait. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I'll shut up for now.
No, because she doesn't have much else to say to this. The only one is the I truly feel sorry for how miserable your lives must be. And it's like, yes, because we're not all having rampant casual sex. Our lives are miserable. Because that is all the world is for. I've replaced you.
I don't understand that argument, man.
Dear, I have replaced you with an AI sex bot and ChatGPT. You have nothing. You have no control over me.
I mean, you bring up a good point. Like these e-whores will be replaced by ChatGPT, and they won't even know what hit them.
Exactly. And then we have this one always makes me laugh. Stay mad that my fiance is supportive of my sex work. Sorry, you're insecure. Sorry, you're insecure.
I was just about to say that. Bro is literally a cuck. Goodness gracious.
I hope you find someone who supports you that much one day. Maybe I'm weird. I want a girlfriend who's gonna be jealous anytime she thinks I'm vaguely near another woman.
That's dangerous, Mizu.
I'm fine with the danger.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, I agree with the person who says he's prostituting her. He's not your fiance, he's your pimp.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just find it so funny, and it's kind of like Eggy Weggy VT saying, you know, I get more behind than you do. And I'm like, you know, I'm actually glad that I'm going to be with one person. At least I'm not less likely to catch whatever you probably will for introducing more people. And it shows that I can be in a committed relationship. Therefore, I have more, what's the word I'm looking for? I can exercise more control or whatever of my own life. Clearly, you can't keep it in your pants, dude.
Well,
I've just like never
said this before, but if you lower your standards to 0, it is not hard to have sex. And people are like, "Oh, I have sex like whenever I want." You're just jealous. It's like if I lowered my standards to 0, I could probably get laid 50 times today.
Probably.
That's what happens when you have no standards for yourself at all, and you only hang around with other people that also have no standards. That doesn't mean like you're so attractive or you're so smart or your personality's so great. It just means everybody you hang out with has no standards.
Yep. Sounds pretty good to me.
Thank you, Avenged. I'll be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if a government agency has added people on a list somewhere. And then Toa, the actually nice ones are the ones that stay in the adults-only areas and away from this particular spotlight. True. The other thing a lot of people called this particular tweet out for was she said, "Don't assume everyone behind VTubers are white." Yes,
What?
the content creation type that came specifically out of Japan is assumed to be all white people.
That's amazing.
Okay,
People are just so weird, dude. What the hell?
Nobody even knows what she's
if you're
talking
white
about.
Or black? Like, what is with these people, like, bringing up, like, minorities and things? Nobody cares. I'm just... Oh, my goodness. Okay, I gotta calm down. I'm sorry.
And at the end, she made an orgy joke. And she's like, well, just so you know, it's a joke for people who take this too literal. No, you probably went to the orgy. I assume you did.
I 100% believe. I
believe that.
Anybody that talks about it, I believe that they did.
I like that Nianis is one of the top replies here. Kids are exposed to worse things. Sounds like cope for knowing you're exposing kids to terrible things. That was the one line that everybody took the most offense to, and which they should, because kids are exposed to worse things at school and online. Not a good excuse.
No.
Kids are exposed to worse things, so I'm just going to add to it.
I'm going to commit crime because other people are committing crimes in other places. It's completely fine, guys. It doesn't make it okay. You're still going to get arrested and thrown in jail for a while, my man.
Yeah. And of course, Celeste had kind of skipped ahead a little bit, but the side note is, and I didn't even know this actually, I did not know this person did this to you until I retweeted her making fun of her, and somebody replied, "Oh, this is the person that accused Celeste of something." And I was like, what?
Yeah, it's insanity. Like, how can you? And then she immediately blocked me afterwards on, I guess this is her more innocent. Like, I clicked on it, dude, and my eyes, I wanted to bleach my eyes so bad. But yeah, she pretty much blocked me immediately after that. I was sitting at the airport just waiting to go home, and I'm like, okay, well,
You got
not surprised, I
flashbanged.
guess. Yeah, I got flashbanged by some really nasty stuff. Like, okay.
Yeah, chat, this was the OG tweet, which I don't know what Celeste said originally. Do you remember?
Yeah, so it was along the lines that your trauma is not an excuse for your bad behavior. If I could summarize it that way. And she got really upset with me, and we blocked each other because I'm like, you're a bad faith argument type person, and you think that you're able to do whatever the heck you want because somebody did something bad in your life. I don't like to go into my past too much because it's a bit painful and also not really something that I need to share, but I've gone through my fair share of things when I was a kid that happened to me, and I don't act the way you do. What gives you the right to do that? So if you want to go scorched earth, you're gonna get pushback by people who've gone through things and are not a jerk like you are.
I agree. Pain, childhood trauma is not an excuse to be an asshole and to harm other people.
Do you remember what she was replying to in this specific situation, though?
Yeah, I had responded to
Comrade Dell.
let me see if I can find it. Yeah, I guess so. Like, I had said that I had a run-in with somebody because I couldn't remember her name at the time, and I guess she found the post on her alternate account. Because I didn't remember. I honestly didn't remember who she was.
It might be this one.
Yeah, this was. I think this is. Let me see. Might not be that one. I'll see if I can find it. I can send it to you if you want. If you want to continue, so I don't hold up your time or whatever.
Oh no, you're good. Oh, here it is, because this is where you replied to him.
Yeah. Oh, she deleted her post?
Yeah, did you not know that?
Oh.
Yeah, so
she is such a rat snake.
That's
Comrade Dell mentioned, retweeted this bit where it said V-Bimbos were actually sponsoring Offkai.
Mm-hmm.
And Celeste said, I had a run-in with one of the ladies probably over some sexual degeneracy she was promoting, and it's crazy how there's no accountability. To which she replied to Celeste, hi, I'm the lady you had a run-in with. You blamed me for my R-word when I was 5 years old and told me it was my own fault because I was full of sin.
I definitely didn't say that, but hey, making things up in the big 26, not surprised.
And Celeste basically said, can you give me some proof? And she deleted it.
And then she blocked me. It's so ridiculous, dude. Like, imagine making such a big accusation. Yeah, for real. Such a crazy accusation of all things to say. Holy smokes.
Trauma is the blanket get out of jail free card. I've had a couple people do that to me. They just reply, oh, well, you know, I have trauma. And it's like, okay, I don't care.
I do too.
For real. Same.
Are we doing therapy together?
Yeah.
Yeah, I doubt it. They'll curse at you and say you're, they'll call you all the slurs in the book.
It was just funny when I saw it, and people were like, oh, this is the person that attacked Celeste. Like, oh, small world. Look at that.
Lord knows I need patience with these people because they're so mentally ill.
I always, what is it called? Do you ever watch YouTube shorts at all? Kind of scroll through them?
I do. Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
Have you ever seen the bald homesteader guy that like runs a forge? And he plays like both characters in his life. One of the guys is like an absolute sexual degenerate that works with him.
No.
No.
I'm trying to think of the specific one. So he has a character who, basically my understanding is all these are people that are actually in his life, and he's just replaying discussions they have had. Who is his local pastor called Father John.
Mm-hmm.
And one time his like sexual degenerate friend was invited to the church to help Father John with like a some kind of I think it's some sort of funeral procession type thing, and he didn't know that with the tradition is you like pour wine for everybody, and any wine that's not finished by the parishioners the pastor has to finish. while they sing
Really?
hymns.
Oh, interesting.
And he didn't know this rule, so he filled up like 20 glasses of wine.
Ooh.
So the Father John character is in the background with a hangover, and he says, "Oh Lord, give me patience." And the degenerate guy says, "This is the first time I've heard you ask for anything other than strength." And he says, "Because if I asked the Lord for strength, I'd have to dig another hole for you."
Oh my gosh. That's so funny.
I think, yeah, some people in chat know who I'm talking about.
That's pretty
The name
so,
always
so
escapes me
funny.
because I don't watch YouTube Shorts regularly, but when I do, he pops up a lot.
Yeah.
It's just like some homesteader guy who runs his own forge and is constantly complaining about the government trying to fuck with him.
That sounds about right.
Particularly the Department of Natural Resources, which is apparently a thorn in his side really bad. His name is Jake? That doesn't seem like his name. He doesn't seem like a Jake to me.
So funny.
He's, as far as I could tell, even though he does like degenerate commissions for people, seems like pretty like fairly religious all in all. Him, his wife, he's got 3 little kids running around on his little homestead with chickens and shit.
East Homestead.
I don't think I could ever homestead.
It's a lot of work. It is absolutely a lot of work.
And then I've
You know
got
what,
a...
I'm gonna throw this. I'm gonna send this to you. Google Archive is getting a new sponsorship, and it might be somebody that people like.
Ooh.
There. Oh, I don't think we had this queued up. Did you see that? Oh, wait, you know what? You did.
I did
queue
throw
it
that
up.
in there.
I mean the Mtash thing.
Yeah, I did throw that in there.
Do you have the second one?
No.
So I think we talked about this the other day, chat. But Mtash did the thing where he deleted all of his Genshin Impact videos. And he's like, I need to be a role model for kids because all they have is Andrew Tate and yada yada yada.
Mtash is a freaking clown, dude. Like, you can't be that irrelevant. Like, just start up a new channel if you're gonna do this this garbage. Like, is he that washed up?
Well,
Yeah, it sounds
people
like it.
pointed out that he has actually brought all of his videos back like a couple days later.
Did they? Wait.
He did.
Really?
He did, yeah.
Yeah, see. He had hidden all of them and then he brought them all back.
He pulled a quartering.
Just
Hold
as
on, he did
just
pull
as
a
proof, chat, he did bring all of his Genshin content back, like immediately after.
What a fucking pussy.
He could not. I don't know why. I feel like he saw like a bunch of stuff dip down, and then he's like, "Oh, I can't do that anymore."
Well, he's definitely killed his algorithm because privating a video takes its views out, and that can like make YouTube.
I thought he unlisted it.
recommend you.
I don't know if he unlisted or privated them. He said he was
I
removing
have
all
no
of them,
idea.
and I guess he didn't really. But people were making fun of him.
Man,
I don't think he did. He even address that he put them back up.
that would be funny.
Yeah,
if he
no,
did.
the last thing he said about it was end of an era, privated all of my content because of my Genshin videos get 1 to 2K views every single day. And I believe it keeps telling the algorithm that's my primary content.
Oh, bro.
He has not addressed him
pack
bringing
it
it
up.
back yet.
If you're gonna act like this, just pack it the fuck up, man.
So people were making fun of him again. It's like, oh, you gave up on that pretty quick, brother.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's bad. That's really fucking bad, man.
So Occo also shared this one. I don't know anything about these people, so Occo has to detail this story.
Oh, yeah. So this is going along the lines of very shaky ground for Ethan Klein. So Noah Samson, the guy with the pedo stash, is a really he's a bread tuber, basically, and everybody knows what bread tubers are.
I actually don't. Sorry.
It is a term given to leftist YouTubers that comes from bread lines.
Yeah,
And they will swear up and down that breadtuber is just a term they came up with for themselves, and it has nothing to do with communist bread lines. But then when you ask them, okay, well, where does the bread come from? They can't give you an answer.
Yeah,
because
oh my gosh.
the reality is they didn't come up with the term themselves. People on YouTube came up with it for them to make fun of them.
Wow.
But now they just kind of claim it's a random term they picked out of nowhere for no reason.
Pretty much. So Noah Samson made a video. I don't remember the exact name of the video, but it's like these YouTubers supported or backed a genocide, and it's all about the war going on in Gaza right now. And on the front of that video was Mutahar from Some Ordinary Gamers, which is amazing because Mutahar is both Indian and I believe Muslim. And on the front of it was also Ethan Klein. And Ethan Klein said that if he did not recant this, he would sue him. Noah Samson did not recant it, and so Ethan Klein is now choosing to sue him for saying that he backed a genocide. No, he's saying that is defamation. The video is defamation, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Ethan can win that one.
I don't think he can win it, and I am kind of worried because some people are cheering this on. They're cheering Ethan on specifically, and I'm just like, guys, I don't really feel like this counts in my personal opinion. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but like, here's the thing about Noah Samson. He is a literal nobody. Nobody pays attention to him. The only people that give this man any attention is the commentary community when they make fun of him. That's the only people that really give a shit about him. And plus the RedTuber videos viewers that he has, excuse me. But it's just like,
well, I kind of warned people the first time when Ethan sued the other 3 people. And I was I sat down and I read through the lawsuit, and I was kind of like, guys, he has a case, but it feels like he wrote it himself because it's just so stupid, some of the shit he put in there. There's an entire... And for those of you who did not watch my Lawtism streams on it with me and Ava, where we read through all of it, there's an entire section in one of the lawsuits where he tries to compare one of the girls to people in Nazi Germany for a solid 3 pages. And I'm like, what the fuck are you writing in here? What is this? You can't tell me a lawyer wrote this for you. No lawyer would accept this.
Yeah, and and so, he threatened to sue Noah Samson. He is suing Noah Samson. Noah Samson has raised $200,000 in crowd support funds, which is hilarious because he has raised basically twice the amount of money that all 3 of the women that were sued by Ethan Klein has raised, which is kind of funny in my personal opinion that a man made more money than those women did. And
because this one's more about speech, which people are more willing to get behind. With the other 2, people were a little on the fence about it because they're like, I don't really like React content, and it kind of feels like they are stealing his content just to get it, And
the ways that he brought it up that I agree with, I'm just like, no, yeah, I agree that they kind of tried to claim that they were trying to be a market substitute. That's a good thing to clap on them for. But with this, it's just like, Ethan, what are you doing? Because here's the thing. If Ethan Klein wins this, he can set a precedent for defamation cases that will really fuck over the internet, including the commentary people that he is being cheered on by right now. It's just like, what are you doing? Just call this man a retard on your show for a couple of weeks and move on.
Yeah. That's a point, by the way, chat, because people did mention that he won against Frogan. He didn't technically win against Frogan. Frogan defaulted. Yeah, which means Frogan literally refused to answer. I'm not saying she would have won if she did answer, but a default I don't really consider the same thing as a win. For all intents and purposes, for him it's a win, but nothing actually got tried in court.
Oh, wow.
And then I think the third one is still going on.
The third one is Denims. Denims.
Oh gosh.
Denims is still going on. Frogan defaulted by not answering, and I believe Caseytron settled.
Caseytron was the first. I put my hands up. I don't want to be homeless. I have people that I need to take care of. Yeah. So she totally settled first.
And then Frogan's default was a week ago or a couple days ago. It was very recent.
Pretty much.
Denim's actually has fans and money.
Exactly.
Fair.
Denim said she would fight it. Yeah, Denim's is planning to fight it all the way to the very end. Which, good luck, woman. Good luck. It's just like, here's what's funny, is again, I do think that Ethan Klein does have a case for them. I am very iffy on the reason why he has a case, because he even admitted in his video where he's like, I'm suing these people, he admitted that he did it intentionally to see if these people would do it. And I'm just like, why would you say that? Like, why would you come out and say, I did this intentionally because I knew that they would break the law? And it's just like, I don't feel very good about that.
I do hope
really
one of them go to
that.
court, because I think there is a high chance that he loses still.
You think so?
Yeah, no, when I read through all of them, I was like, there's a very high chance you lose.
If he does, it's just
because of the dumb shit.
Him over.
The dumb shit you've said on your stream, and then the dumb stuff you put in the filings. Because, like, do you really think a judge is going to sit here and read 3 pages of you talking about Joseph Goebbels for some reason? And go like, yeah, this is a totally legitimate lawsuit.
No, yeah. I 100% agree. 100% agree. And so I'm just like looking at all this and I'm like, this is retarded. All of this is retarded. And you are not making it easy for anybody to want to defend you. Again, except for some of the commentary people. Well, okay. The amount of people in the commentary sphere that are defending him has gone down to like 1 or 2. And it's Nicholas Diorio and Nicholas Diorio. And so because of that, like, there is going to be a point where Ethan Klein's goodwill is going to be exhausted when people realize, bro, can you, like, chill the fuck out, please?
I will say, Satoru,
application.
There are a lot of things that can kill the actual application of your copyright. Including Ethan. So one of the things, and this actually was a benefit to Ethan in the past, was one of the reasons he won his own lawsuit similar to this was because it wasn't anything to do with transformative. It was the judge basically acknowledged that the video itself doesn't even need to be transformative. The audience can be transformative. So if you are bringing content to an audience that would have never otherwise watched it without you being involved, then technically you have transformed the content in some way, because what's important is the people viewing it. And with some of the stuff Ethan's saying, and with him trying to play up like how much everybody who watched what was the one that's still going, Denims? Denims. The one that's still going, Denims. How much he played up how much her fans hate him and would never watch him otherwise. That's directly contradictory to his own precedent-setting lawsuit that he had. And if I am her lawyer, that's the first thing I'm bringing up is his own lawsuit about the same thing where the shoe was on the other foot.
Right.
All he really has on her is her statement that they were doing it to deny him views.
Right.
Wow.
Has Ethan screwed his case? I'm not saying he screwed it, but he said a lot that damages it, just like Denims has said a lot that damages her side. Well, and this is why a good lawyer will tell you to shut the fuck up.
It's one of the things where it's just like all of the worst people that you know are fighting with each other, and so
like there's a reason the first thing a lawyer does when you come into their office is say, okay, we're not talking about this outside of my office at all with anybody and on anything.
Mm-hmm. Has Ethan screwed his case? Obviously it doesn't. Our opinion doesn't really matter because the judge can change his mind.
Yeah. We'll see. I'm still waiting for it to see where it goes. I do hope she goes through with it because I think it would be an interesting case.
Well, as of current, with the Denims case, Ethan is allowed now to subpoena Reddit. That was like the most recent thing that he needed. Is he wanted to subpoena Reddit so that he could get the information of the snark subredditors so that he could sue them individually.
I'm actually personally against that.
You think so?
Yeah.
I'm kind of against it too. My whole thing is like, if there is somebody that is damaging you and you have verifiable evidence that they're damaging you, but the only way to get it is to subpoena a website, how do you move forward with that? You know what I mean? Like, let's say there's a website where there are people where they are legitimately like, and they're admitting, oh, I'm doing this. This is me, 100%. Like, how do you deal with that? So I kind of understand that angle. I just am like, Ethan is, again, it goes back to my problem where Ethan is making himself massively unlikable the longer this goes on, because he doesn't need to keep talking. He doesn't need to keep speaking, yet he does. And when you listen to him on camera, you're just like, man, I know you might be kind of in the right, but I really want you to lose.
He's that annoying.
Yes. And I'm not like, oh, I could make so many jokes right now that I'm not going to make. But like, yeah, it's just, yeah.
I will tell you, by the way, because Satoru mentioned it, I can see nothing saying that Denham's case is currently in summary judgment. And I've been following the case. I haven't seen anything come up claiming that summary judgment's going to be a thing in this case.
If it's in summary judgment, that would be interesting. I would have to see the court.
And even then, that's still not saying that Ethan would win. That's just saying that all the facts are settled, so the judge is just going to make a ruling on his own. Which, actually, no, it can't be in summary judgment, because he's using it to subpoena the Snark Redditors as a part of the Denham's case.
Yeah, that was the most recent, unless, like, that is the most recent thing, but I haven't heard that yet, so...
If it's summary judgment, they're not still finding more facts, they're done. But they are still finding more facts. It's definitely not in summary judgment right now. Thank you, Internet Zen, by the way. I have a couple from him that I need to get to. That the group should call itself V-Hussy instead of V-Bimbo.
Oh my gosh.
In relation to Noah, he says, Noah is a Hassan attack dog. The fact H3 just beat Frogan by default and the only one left is Denham's is mind-boggling. No precedent has been set in either instance. Last one is Denham's and H3 is Snark.
Well, you don't set precedent with default judgments.
Yeah. Well, that's what he's saying. No precedent's been set on either of them. One was a settlement, one was a default.
Yeah, and with settlements and default judgments, I don't think that they set precedent, because that just not, you want to have.
No, you would never set a precedent with that. Yeah. Precedent, it actually has to be tried in court, and it has to be tried in a certain level of court. And then Internet Zen, basically Ethan is pulling a Tectone, although Ethan has managed to shut up about this suit for a while now, so he's better off at the moment. Also, no, this is not a tea party, this is a tea sipper. It's kind of a tea party.
True.
But I'm gonna keep an eye on it, see where it goes. I'll also link this one from Lydia. Something big appears to be going down at VNU, with some talents even tweeting, "Find me." At this time, nothing has been announced, but it's not looking good.
Now, I have not really followed the VNU stuff. This seems like something more that you would find interesting. But, yeah, I guess the VNU talents are, like, freaking out right now.
I believe this is one I called out early on that I said was going to fall apart. Yeah, looking at the logo, this is one I said a while back I thought was about to fall apart.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't have a reason for it, though. I just said I feel like it's going to fall apart soon.
That's funny. Mizu calling it again, chat. You know him.
And the crazy part is that even if they fall, like 5 more are going to pop up like next week.
Unironically, I shared a new VTuber group that is popping up today.
Oh my goodness, who? Tell me who?
It's called B-Brat. And no, I'm talking them as a bunch of lollies. I guess they could be, but like, they're like LGBTQ positive.
Oh, of course.
I threw that in there. Yeah, I don't know if you,
They not just have like a thing that pops up?
I don't know.
You haven't been throwing anything in the side, by the way.
I threw that in the side. It should be in there.
How far up?
I might have to scroll. It was one of the last things I threw in there.
Let me see it. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, there, you're right there.
That's this one, VBrats. We're an all-inclusive, LGBTQ-friendly indie VTuber group built on one rule: be unapologetically yourself or be louder. Just so we're clear, this never works out.
My question is, are they a bunch of lollies? And if not, how long do you think before they change it because they realize that brat is like a very heavy lolly term?
Probably very quickly.
Because that like is inherently mixed in with lolicon culture. So
I'm just saying, all-inclusive, LGBTQ-friendly, and be unapologetically yourself or be louder. It's not gonna work out.
no, yeah. What if my authentic self is anti-trans or racist?
Be unapologetically yourself, as long as it's within like a specific niche.
Yes, pretty much.
Even if it wasn't that, we've kind of talked about it before, but you can't do a VTuber group without like a lot of rules, because you're forcing a bunch of people to be in close proximity to each other, the only goal they really have aligned with each other is making money.
Yeah.
Other than that, there is no guarantee that any of them actually agree with each other on literally anything at all. So it is dangerous. No, big titty model. This is definitely not a brat.
No, yeah. I just got a hold on, let me pull it up. Simes sent me a $5 donation on Streamlabs, and I want to bring it up because they gave me a question that I wanted to answer, so let me bring it up here real quickly. Simon says, reminder, Cinder has a fiance and does not safe for work content. Is she different from the Mr. Joma, aka iCuckle situation? I mean, not really. You know, if Cinder does not safe for work content and she's gonna get married, then yeah, it's like technically a form of cuckoldry because the boyfriend should be the only one that gets to behold that. But if that's... I didn't actually know that. I thought that she just did lewd art. I didn't know that she had like... if she... because obviously I don't pay attention to that, but if like she had like does lewd imagery of her whole body, then yeah, it would be very similar. It would be very similar. Simons, I'd like to know it like, because again, my issue is just like if you do that, then yeah, I just I thought Cinder had a bot. It's art. If it's just art, then that's different.
Yeah,
I don't care if you do
art.
If you do not safe for work art and you've got a fiance, that's different because your fiance is engaged to the IRL person, not the character. That'd be a completely weird, different other story that I'm not prepared to have today. If it's just the art, then I don't care. If she's like doing not safe for work of her own body, then she has a Fansly account.
Oh Lord.
Okay, but again, is it of just art? Or is she showing her whole body? If she's showing her whole body, then my criticism doesn't change.
Yeah.
Everybody's saying it's just of the model.
Hmm.
I would have to figure that. I would have to know. Thank you, Simons, though, for the 5.
You know, it looks like it's just the model.
Oh, are you looking right now?
No.
I have my methods.
Fair enough. It's just... yeah, if it's just art, then it's different. That's the big difference. It would be like if I had a girlfriend, but either I drew or shared not safe for work art that I had commissioned or other people had done as fan art. Now I wouldn't do that because it doesn't fit in the line with my morals, but like it's not really, it doesn't commit the same as doing what Anissa does, in my personal opinion.
Lol, Mizu. Chat, don't judge me. I'm weak.
Lamau.
And I have no problem admitting it. But you know, it looks like it's just model, and even then, it's not even like nude model. It seems it looks like she has a bikini model, and she uses that. Like maybe it gets nude at some point, but they're all like titled bikini stream, and then there's like a picture of her model wearing a bikini.
She doesn't even, yeah. Like that's kind of like my it's kind of like my litmus test. If it's the IRL body, then yes, it's exactly the same as Anissa. If it's just a model or if it's like just art, I don't care. Anyway, sorry for that side tangent.
No, you're good. Random other thing you posted was this Curse Forge thing.
Yeah.
Do you guys mind if I run to the restroom real fast?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
It's an idle meeting.
Oh, okay.
Mizu probably using Kimono Party. I am not, but I am interested in what that is. Oh no, wait, I have used this before, never mind. I just didn't know the name of it, I guess.
Lamau. This is what you're showing me right now is kind of a quick thing. And I just found it more funny than anything. It's just like a random little thing here.
Yeah.
So basically, this person is like a mod maker on CurseForge. I don't know. Well, okay, excuse me. They are Minecraft mod makers. It says so on their profile. They're pulling their mods off of CurseForge. Now, their reasons for doing so, one of them I can understand. The other one, I'm just like, okay, that's random. First one is apparently CurseForge has problems paying the modders what they are supposed to, which I think is a bad thing. If that's verifiably proven true, that's bad. You need to like do something about that. Second reason is CurseForge supports the IDF, and they don't want to like get involved with that.
So, I will possibly point out, and I think a lot of people already know this. You're technically not allowed to get paid for mods. Technically.
Technically, yeah.
Depending, if you use any framework of the original game, you're technically not allowed to get paid for them.
No, yeah, that's copyright infringement.
This is actually what got a couple different sites in trouble. So if they're paying you, you should just be happy in general, because technically you're not supposed to be making money off of it.
No, yeah. Again, it sounds like it's Minecraft, and Minecraft, while it is not closed, well, it's closed source, but you can make mods for it. So you shouldn't be allowed to. You can't make money off of it. So, yeah, that is kind of a weird iffy one right there, and that I didn't even think about that. I'm gonna be honest with you. Paid mods are illegal.
Yeah, I'm not saying they should be, right? Because I think you should be allowed to, make mods for your shit, right? And if you want to sell it, then I think you should be able to sell it. Like,
I would agree with you there.
As long as I'm not selling parts of the game, if I'm just selling you something to inject into your own game, I don't see the problem with it.
I agree. Again, I just think the thing that's the most funny is the two reasons are their inconsistent pay policies and Palestine. Like, literally, it's just like, okay, I feel like one of these. And the thing is, when I first read it, I was just like, is this person joking? I legitimately had to question it, because it was like, I feel like you're messing with me right now.
Yeah.
like these two reasons are so diametrically opposed to each other, it just doesn't make any sense to me.
Remember Human Shield? I don't know what you're talking about. I stay away from the politics.
I mean, like, this isn't that hyper political. I just thought it was funny.
Do we ever talk about the stream element situation? TLDR, their recent behavior has the telltale signs of being close to insolvency. So, a couple people have said that, but a couple people have also said that nobody's talking at all, which is weird.
Well, okay, so I don't even know how that began, because, like, what happened is a couple people were like, guys, I got some backrooms information that this site is fucked. And then everybody started dooming about it, and then they came out and said, please don't say anything. We're working on something right now. We'll get back to you later. And then they just eventually came out with a statement.
What's the statement?
Am I understanding it? The statement was basically that somebody is going to buy them. Which is crazy, because I didn't think that they were insolvent. I was like, it just came out of nowhere, honestly.
Is it on their, like, main account?
I think so. Yep, right there.
Oh, this was 13 hours ago.
Yep.
Official update for our community. We are not shutting down. Stream Elements is in conversation with an amazing partner, aligned around one thing, working in the interest of our creators and the community. Your tools and data are safe. We've secured funding while partner
love that.
integration is underway, and pending creator payments will roll out over the coming weeks. More information soon. I'm sure you'll like it. I hope it does work out, because I've mentioned this before. Stream Elements is the one I use.
Yeah.
If Stream Elements goes down, I actually have to go through and fix a lot of shit.
Yeah, and that would be really unfortunate. I do feel bad for everybody that does use Stream Elements. I'm gonna be honest, I use Streamlabs because I'm lazy as fuck, and I just like I don't want to move over. I already did all my shit.
I hate slubs.
No,
I'll
I
go
mean
to
I don't.
Regular OBS if I have to.
Well, I don't use slobs like the streaming platform. I use regular OBS. I just don't. I just use their I just use their service for the notifications and stuff.
I've been trying to move to independent OBS. What do you call it? Plugins.
Right.
The problem is if they update too much and the plugins don't keep updated consistently, it just starts all breaking.
Right. Welcome back.
Hello.
Did you have a good
What
idle
did I
meeting?
miss? Yes, it was a good
You
meeting.
missed that a mod loader doesn't want to use CurseForge because they support Palestine, or they support the IDF.
Oh yeah, you were
Allegedly.
telling me earlier about that. Allegedly. Oh boy, the world's
It was
going
funny.
down to the drain.
And then there was
It's
the
another Starbucks
allegations
situation.
that Stream Elements was going to shut down. And Stream Elements actually, as of today, put out an update saying that they are currently in the middle of being bought.
Yes. Start making backups. I mean, a lot of people have been, but yeah, I would recommend if you use them to make backups of your shit.
It's just gonna suck because I know one day I'm gonna have to redo everything.
No, that's fair.
And then I think Occo had one more thing on my list. Yes. Kick forced Miskiv to delete his original tweet and fired him as director of product.
So okay. So earlier this week, Ms. Kiff came out and said that he was the director of Kick products or whatever. And I was like, considering this man's past, I'm very surprised that they let him anywhere near a business. So I thought it was kind of strange. And then he apparently had to delete the tweet. And I was just like, what the fuck is going on here? So I don't even really know what's like going on with this whole shit. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if this is a joke, if this is some kind of stunt, but he had to delete it.
Well, he actually made a second reply here. This shows that we are already tackling the botting issue. We already unbotted my title within 5 hours.
What?
In all seriousness, I've been working with the team for weeks on this, spending 10 hours a day trying to make the site better for everyone and all creators. Yet here you are trying to tear down my work before you have seen any of it. If anyone actually cares about the website or growing the community, please join my Discord or message me on here. And the guy, who, by the way, this is the guy that made the original post, replies, well, it's simple. It's because you cheated the system for years and magically think you can just fix every issue. Every issue I've heard you speak on was an idea someone else ran by staff months or years ago. This is literally the worst move Kit could have made right before they released their ad network, and the exact reason why they had you change your title and delete your tweet.
Yeah,
Wow.
I just like saw the whole thing is really funny because it's just like he makes this tweet saying, "Guys, I'm this," and then he immediately is forced to remove it. I'm just like, so what are you then?
A clown, that's what he is. Smile.
No, yeah, that's fair.
We'll see if it goes through or if it doesn't go through. There's nobody knows what's happening with this. Again, businesses, nobody knows what's happening with them, it seems. Same with Stream Elements. Everybody's just kind of in the dark trying to figure out what the fuck is going on.
I think didn't Stream Elements like end up not getting like bought out, but supposedly a big enough collab to like keep them in. I guess it was like either Kick or I think it was Kick, one of them, right? And not Rumble, but Kick for sure.
Currently, they said they're in talks to be bought out, so
Oh boy.
we'll see where it goes. I probably
Indeed
can't
we
just scroll
will.
on my own for you to look at what current news is going on because it's just going to be porn in like 2 seconds. Oh, somebody in chat told me they wanted me to mention this, but apparently Destiny 2 is having some shit going on.
Yeah, I can
Yep.
talk about that a little bit if you want.
Yeah, because the thing is, I don't know much about Destiny. I think I've mentioned this before, but I played Destiny up until, like, what is it called? Forsaken? The one that had the big tower with the witch lady in it?
No, that is. It's not Forsaken. Forsaken is the one where what's his face dies.
Well, it's whatever
Witch
one has
Queen.
the big tower with the witch,
Queen.
witch
It's
queen,
Witch
yeah.
Queen. The witch
And I
queen.
played up until that, and then I left for a while, and I came back because a friend insisted I should, and it started me where the robot died. And I
Yep.
was so confused because I made like a brand new character, and I was like, what happened to, like, you know, the start of the game, you know, the Red War and stuff. Which is when I then found out that a bunch of the content I had paid for had been long since removed from the game and was just gone.
Yep.
Holy smokes! Wow.
Yep.
Although it's apparently
So-
now in the Chinese version of Destiny because the Chinese can have it, but we can't.
Pretty much. So here is what happened. Everybody knows that Marathon is Bungie's new baby that is already choking while it's in the middle of the crib. And Destiny has just kind of been on the wayside. The way I kind of understand it is Destiny was supposed to be getting like a major update, and it's been delayed and delayed and delayed. And they finally announced what the next update is. And they also announced it is the last update that the game is ever going to get. And they are no longer going to offer support to the game after that fact. So it's not shutting down, so to speak, but it is as close as it's going to get to shutting down. They're no longer going to offer any real updates. They're no longer going to offer things of substance. What the fuck, Mizu? They're no longer going to like add new stuff to the game after this last major update in June. And it's effectively just, all right, we're done touching this game. We're going to move on. And a skeleton crew is going to make sure that hackers... actually, I highly doubt they even care about hackers at this point in Destiny. They never really cared. So they're just going to walk away from it, and you have to eat shit, basically.
Yokai says it's not shutting down, but it's shutting down.
Pretty much.
Apparently Matara Ken has a new Gamer Subs flavor.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's a sleepy time flavor. I actually do get sleepy time Gamer Subs.
But Mizu, you're gonna get lead poisoning. Why would you do that to yourself?
I'm fine with it. I'm stupid anyways. Can't get any worse.
Right.
Occo, did you watch this earlier? Is there anything interesting in this?
So...
Was it worth playing it?
You could... Yeah, okay. Before you do, I have to explain it.
Okay.
So, earlier today on Twitch, Destiny, Stephen Bunnell, the cuckold whose wife decided to leave him for a European twink, he has been banned on Twitch for 40 weeks. Or no, yeah, 40 weeks. No, it's been 40 months. Excuse me. And he's not been able to get on there. He was unbanned today for about 50 minutes, and then he got rebanned.
Oh gosh. Absolutely cooked.
There's some funniness to this because he was unbanned, and after he was unbanned, Hassan Piker was live. People claim that while Hassan was learning that Destiny was unbanned, his demeanor immediately changed, and he decided to look down at his phone and start texting somebody for a while. And then an hour later, when he found out that Destiny was rebanned, his demeanor immediately changed back to being happier. Now, that's not proof of anything. However, some people think that when he found out, he had to go text Dan Clancy to say, hey, you just unbanned Destiny. And Dan Clancy had to run and go reban him. And while Dan Clancy had his live stream today, sometime after that, this was his response as to why Destiny was unbanned and then rebanned very quickly afterwards.
I think this super chat is relevant now as it was for the other Destiny. War Turkey 5 says, "Is it just me, or it feels like these days every organization larger than 5 people has completely lost the ability to organize?" I think that's still relevant with this. So is that all the background we need?
That is all the background you need. Now you can watch this clip.
Please see some. There have been a number of questions on the Destiny thing.
I would not do this if I was him.
You probably
He's the
shouldn't, yeah.
CEO. He is the CEO, and Destiny is a very litigious individual right now himself. He's waiting till he's done with Rose, and then he's just gonna fucking go after people.
Made an error in terms of the unbanning. It was quickly detected and corrected.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't believe that. So he claims that a human accidentally unbanned Destiny, and then it was found out, and then he was rebanned. I don't believe that. Again, seeing how Hassan acted, and again, it's like completely schizo for me to say that Hassan just texted Dan Clancy and said, "Hey, you need to ban him," but I 100% believe that, like, that's what happened. I just flat out believe that, and you can't really convince me otherwise, because Hassan is that much of a petty, whiny bitch.
Yeah, that's fair.
Don't realize they're humans doing things. Humans sometimes make mistakes. Luckily, we were able to quickly detect this, so this was not something that was intentional. We detected it quickly and fixed it. Very sorry about any of the confusion that was driven by that. Let me just see.
Oh my gosh.
Please see.
Just
Again,
unban him. Like,
I don't think this is something you should have admitted, period.
probably not.
It's bad idea.
Oh, would you like to tell the people what the Pokemon Company has decided to do?
Oh yeah. I don't know if I sent you anything, but the Pokemon Company, in an attempt to combat scalping, because scalping is a rampant issue in America, and it is also becoming a problem in Japan, where people in Japan are just like getting exposed to a whole bunch of scalping. I don't know if it's the Japanese people that are doing the scalping or other individuals in Japan. But what Japan is planning on doing, now this is, as I understand it, just in the Japan region, they are going to start, they might, I don't know if this is like confirmed, but they might start asking that before you buy Pokemon cards, you show your ID on their website. So on the Pokemon website in Japan, you are going to have to upload your ID before you buy Pokemon cards. And I made the joke that it wasn't governments that were going to clamp down on ID verification that we would just be okay with. It wasn't saving children or sanitizing the internet. It wasn't the right. It wasn't the left. It was the fucking Japanese, and it's the fact that people can't get enough of Pokemon cards that they will just upload their ID.
Dude, we're so cooked, man.
Unironically, I think that if like they did that in America and they're like, you have to make an account that like has your ID on it, I think that there would be enough people that would be like, you know what, fuck it, I want Pokemon cards, you can have my ID. And that would be the way to do it. Just say, if you want Pokemon cards, upload. There's enough people that play Pokemon that you would get a bunch of people's IDs in the system. And then the Pokemon Company could just hand that to the government and say, here you go.
Here you go. Anything for a couple cards, am I right?
It's getting pretty bad.
Yeah, I thought that was funny. I thought it was hilarious. Oh, did I send you the Leaflet thing where Leaflet?
What about the other thing where they cut the cards like in the corner so that scalpers wouldn't get it either, and it would like tank the resale value or whatever?
Yeah, that is something that kind of is an on again, off again kind of thing that happens. Where what they do is, in order to kill the resale value, they will cut an edge of the card, the like the wrapper, to the point where the cards are exposed, so that there is no way you can't resell it plainly. It's either that or they just tear the seal off of sealed product, and you're like forced to say, I have this sealed product, but the seal was taken off. That is a really good way to combat scalping, because I'm going to be completely honest with you. unless you are a long-term investor who is just going to hold on to some product until it is out of print and people want to buy that out of print product. Like I don't particularly mind that. I mind the people that are like, oh, I'm going to buy this now and try and flip it for 300% while it is still in print. I think those people are evil and gross. So when you have a situation where this happens, oh yeah, I'm going to cut the tip off of this so that you can't resell it immediately on the value. You have to open it right now. And I'm okay with that.
Fair enough.
Sounds
fair
good to
enough.
me.
So,
Because I can't get any Pokemon cards whenever I want to go to the store. Like, I swear, it's like every Friday there's a freaking long line stretching inside of the store. People there, like, 2 hours before Target opens to go get cards. And I'm like, I give up at this point. I'm not gonna try anymore. I don't want to do this anymore, man.
I mean, if you want Pokemon cards, you should just find out where your local Kroger is, and because Kroger stores have a higher likelihood of having a Pokemon machine. Just go hang out in front of a Pokemon machine.
Oh, that's so funny. Goodness gracious, I hate people so much.
I'm not seeing any other news that we missed. I think I touched on everything.
I sent you a leaflet, got an email from Makeship, and she decided to respond in the funniest way.
She DM'd me before she did it, and I was just like, this is great. You go ahead and you do that.
So I got an email from Makeship asking me to collab with them. This was my response. It says, hi Leaflet, came across your channel and I love your content and character design. Not sure if you've ever heard of us before, but I work at Makeship. You or your manager might have been in touch with one of my colleagues in the past year or so. Not sure if you're familiar with what we do, but as a refresher, we help creators like yourself bring your ideas to life as high quality, limited edition plush with custom apparel for your community. Zero upfront cost or risk on your end. We'll handle everything. Most importantly, I think your community would absolutely love a plush from you, and it would be an awesome way for you to deepen your connection with your fans. Feel free to check out some of our past collaborations with other VTubers below. If you're interested in learning a bit more, feel free to find a time to connect here. And then Leaflet says, hi, censored name, which I guess is the Makeship person that messaged her. And just sends the Rev says Desu one and the Celeste one. Respectfully, Leaflet.
That's so funny. I love her so much.
That is amazing.
Oh man. That's a great way to say screw you guys, basically.
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
Yeah.
I want to see their response to that, which they probably won't ever make one, but I want to see a response to that.
I mean, they didn't bother responding to me at all when I reached out to them to tell them like why or what tweets they were talking about. And I had like direct access to them. Not a single one of them said a word.
Thank you, Internet Zen, by the way. They said the least believable thing about Dan Clancy's statement was that Destiny was unbanned because of a human review.
No, yeah, I just don't believe that, to be completely honest with you.
They definitely are still letting AI handle it, and they probably don't have any sort of thing in their AI to say this person can never get back in.
Yeah, I think we all assume, like a manual code thing.
I think we all assume that, like, even though companies are all using these AIs, that they probably have some kind of marker the AI can do that basically blacklists you from getting back in.
It's very possible, yeah.
But it is... it's funny for them to send a message and Leaflet just send back, like, hey, these are my friends. Did you finish their campaign?
Yeah.
Nope. Why wouldn't they? They don't care. We're just chump change. Well, I feel like with Rev, he definitely brought in a lot, brought in a lot of money. Yeah.
It just... I think they made a huge mistake in general, not just on, like, the money front. But part of the problem is that by starting your campaigns and then shutting it down halfway through over random shit, that's going to make other people less likely to want to be near them because, like, what if you just decide to cancel on me halfway through?
Yeah.
Mizu, one more thing. All right. So pull up the first link and then the second one. So Frogan was caught on live stream buying Xbox Live. This comes after she raised almost 40 grand for her legal defense against Ethan Klein and lost by default. Her GoFundMe, by the way, is still open and people can still contribute to it. Now, the only reason why I want you to bring this up is the second thing here, where innocuous individuals who do not know who this individual is decided to send a message to Frogan saying, I donated $200 to your GoFundMe, super disappointed as to the lack of clarity. Mizu, what is that username?
One sec. So, Stream Standard, Goosey. Frogan is currently buying an Xbox Game Pass live on Twitch. She raised $38,000 for her legal defense against Ethan Klein and lost by default. Her GoFundMe is still open despite the court finalizing the default. And then the second one, her... Fucking Wild Hearts.
I know!
You're such a dumbass. Did you actually donate $200 to
Wild
them, you
Hearts
idiot?
admitted to donate $200 fucking dollars. I'm just like, you are a fucking loser.
Such an idiot. Oh my god.
Like, I just... What is wrong with this girl, dude, in the Wild Hearts?
I'm glad you got scammed, Wild Hearts. Fuck you.
So has Frogan, like, streamed in the last couple of days? I'm assuming she's hiding her face from...
I guess they're like, hold on, let me see.
Well, I
Is it
mean,
right now?
they bought
She
the
raised
Xbox Live on
38K?
stream.
Wild Hearts.
They are live right now. She's playing Subnautica. Mizu, we have
Someone tell
twice
me
the
she's
amount
getting
of viewers.
clowned.
We have twice the amount of viewers that Frogan has. Holy shit.
That sounds like Frogan.
Lord have mercy. I hope that she's getting clowned on so hard. Probably has, like, comments and stuff disabled, right?
No. See, she doesn't have troll chats in there that much, so... she does have it on followers only chat, so you have to follow her in order to message.
No, thank you. I'm good.
You know what? You don't want to go follow her?
No, thank you.
I just love how Wild Hearts got scammed by Frogan. It's just like, that is hilarious to me.
You deserved it.
They do deserve it, yes. Don't waste your money on YouTubers like that, chat.
She does not care about anyone but herself, and she's just gonna keep getting into trouble because there's always gonna be a simp out there to, you know, tag her out of her problems or whatever.
That was a weird thing to simp for, I'm sorry.
Is she a locale technically, or not yet?
Probably not.
Okay. Celeste, that's very mean to say, considering her size, calling her a cow like that. I can't believe you.
No.
What is this Christian on Muslim violence that's going on right now?
My bad. Sorry for being Islamophobic, chat. I'll make sure to go repent. Maybe I'll go to Mecca and face the Black Stone. Anyway.
Oh, fuck.
Well, whatever those girls want to do, good luck with them. Maybe you guys will be the up-and-coming Twitch streamer 2 times in a row.
No.
I'll never get over that. They gave her up-and-coming Twitch streamer multiple times. It's like, when's she coming up?
Oh, wow, that's hilarious. So Wild Hearts might have been scammed by Vex Milk as well. Spoiler chat.
Really?
Vex Milk tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
Wild Hearts had a tweet on the 19th that said, if you claim to have cancer and accept donations based on that claim, then you have a responsibility to make sensible/relevant financial decisions with that money. As someone who donated based on that claim, I feel I've been scammed. Disappointed. That is hilarious. Wild Hearts just needs to stop giving their money out to people. I mean, like, you know, I don't want to stop stop mine enemies when they stumble, I guess. Although Wild Hearts isn't really an enemy, they're just kind of an idiot. But it's just like Wild Heart stops wasting your money like that. That's so retarded.
That's insane, dude. Imagine getting scammed so many times. Like, these people, like, they claim to be like on each other's side or whatever on the same team, and then they, like, later on you realize just how big of a jerk they are, and lying and scamming and all of that. Insane.
Yeah, fair.
That is absolutely hilarious.
I forgot to swap back to the host one. But chat, that's all I really had. Is there anything the guest would like to tell the people that happened this week? Because I know we already touched on your Ivana thing. We kind of snuck it up on you.
Chad, don't simp. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. No, I think that's like about it that I can think off the top of my head. Unless you guys remind me of something that I did this week, but
Did you happen to do a lot of stuff this week?
honestly, I guess I came back from DreamHack, so I was like really tired.
Was that fun?
Oh yeah, it was good. It's mostly an esports thing, so I'm like, it felt kind of weird being there. You know, they had like a little creator section, but the emphasis was definitely like on the esports. But otherwise, no. It's been a pretty chill week so far. I'm looking forward to seeing what the next cringe topic's gonna be. Who's gonna make a big fool of themselves and stuff like that.
Fair enough.
Oh goodness, that is hilarious.
He's just still laughing about the program thing.
Yes, well, I'm laughing about that. I'm just laughing that. Oh my gosh, that is amazing.
Do you have any streams coming up, Celeste, that the people can watch?
So I'm working on, and you guys can stop me if you don't want me to talk about it, but next month, June, is going to be National Men's Health Month or Mental Health Month or whatever. So I'm planning some collabs and stuff. So if you guys are down, it's open to all of the group, and just trying to figure out how I'm going to space out these streams to raise money for some sort of charity that's not Movember, after figuring out what they were doing behind the scenes. So really excited for that.
I'll see if I can make it by.
Yeah, it's gonna be the whole month. So you know, if specific dates work for you, just let me know, and I don't mind adjusting.
I'll be your token man.
Let's go. Let's go.
I'll be a man too. Wait, I'll be
The
a
one
man.
male VTuber in existence.
1.5 male VTubers.
1.5 male VTubers. That's great. Appreciate you guys.
I mean, it depends on your perspective, because I'm like a full male VTuber, but then Occo is like half a male VTuber, but then they're also sort of like 3/5 of a VTuber.
Exactly.
People are angry that I hang out with you guys. It's always like kind of funny when people are mad.
What do they say? I'm curious. I imagine that like I can come up with some of the things that people say about
So,
me.
well, not specific to like you guys. Like, no one's mentioned your name recently, but you know, people who have like a female avatar and they're actually dude, or that you guys are like degenerate gooners.
Oh, I am a
hang out
degenerate
with too many
gooner.
degenerate.
Well,
Yeah,
he was a
they-
degenerate, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I
they-
wouldn't count myself on the same level as him, but like, you know. My only response to that would be, so are you just gonna judge people that are on their own path? Like, is the path to repentance like shut off because like I'm outwardly like, or at least used to be outwardly more of a gooner on the internet? I'm confused.
My
here.
reputation precedes me.
I guess so.
I'm
guess
surprised
so, I
that's
guess
the thing
so.
people get you on and not the all the drama stuff.
Oh no, I mean that too, but it's like on top of that, it's just like they're not happy about the people that I hang out with and whatever, and it's like I hang out with people regardless if they believe the same thing that I do or don't. Especially if, like, they're respectful, and you guys have been pretty respectful to me, but just in general, like, a lot of people don't like the friends or acquaintances or whatever that I'm hanging out with. It's insane.
I think the funny part is because basically all of my friends have some story about people trying to like follow police them a little bit and be like, how dare you talk to this person? They're like such a piece of shit. How dare you? I've never had anyone do it to me. Not once have I ever had anybody go, you know, Mizu, you really shouldn't be hanging out with that Celeste person. You know, she's like a Christian, right? We don't like those around here. It's just something that's never come up. And I think it's because people just have zero, what is it called? They have zero expectations of me.
Yeah, I guess that's the opposite, right? Like, since you guys are like friends with me, and depending on who's like in your space, I'll be the problematic one. It's just, I hate follow policing unless someone's really doing something bad or like illegal. Do you really need to follow police? Is there really a necessity?
Azahara does have a good point, though. Celeste is a pink anime woman.
No! My bad. Sorry, let me dye my hair black real fast.
It's pink woman. No.
It's the big woman.
It's always pink woman.
Somebody in chat asked what Movember did. So Movember has like a female CEO, and part of their money goes to like female activities, like they support female or women's organizations. And I think that's a big spit in the face for what they're trying to do. Like, it just seems like men can never have their own, you know, thing. And it's just, I think it's very, that's a lot of deception, to be honest.
No, that's fair. It's like, it'd be nice to have just this one thing just for us and nobody else.
Exactly.
So I was like, no, we always have to include somebody else.
Yep.
The only Christians I don't like are the ones that act no different than the ones that appear on AntiTuber audits. By the way, chat, I do appreciate you guys showing out for the AntiTuber audits. It's been very fun these last couple months.
Dude, am I cooked? Am I on the AntiTuber audits?
No, so I do AntiTuber audits every Sunday, where we watch anime videos from different anime YouTubers that are just really bad.
Oh boy.
And the last one was proper terrible because it was like an anti-lolly video, and the guy was like, this character that is just factually a lolly is not one because I like her, and like she can't be one because I like her, right?
Oh, God.
And then he brought up a character of like a big titty, pink haired anime woman, and he goes, "This,
oh Lord, have
this
mercy.
is peak lolly. This is what you have to avoid doing." And me, because I do it with my friend Kendra, and we're like, "What are you talking about? What do you mean big titty anime woman is lolly? Who told you? Do you know what it means? Who told you what it meant?" And his definition of an anime lolly is a girl that acts childish, which is different from bratty. It's okay to be bratty, it's not okay to be childish. And we were stuck trying to figure out what he was talking about.
Gosh.
Apparently that's a thing people do, though, which actually goes along with your V-brat thing. Apparently bratty is not childish to them, even though I always kind of assumed that bratty was more like the angry version of childish, whereas childish could be like positive or negative. Like, you have childish, right? But then you have naive, which is like childish but nice. And then you have bratty, which is like childish but bad. That's how I thought of it.
It's so ironic. Like, what a double standard. Are people okay? Did the literacy rates like plummet again?
Oh, chat, don't even bring up the single-digit individual thing. Like, for some reason, this last guy we covered, he would not say the word child, children, or kid. He would always call them single-digit individuals.
Oh my goodness.
I'm like, what are you... Just say
You're so
kid!
stupid.
Why are we
For real,
calling
it's
them
not that
this?
hard.
Single digit.
Individual.
These are the kind of people that you know they have the skeletons in their hard drive.
Yeah.
You just know it.
They're just falling out.
I'm sorry, Mizu, but I think that might have just finished me for the rest of the evening.
Yeah, no, the single-digit individual was sending us. Because we're like, how'd you come up with that and why? He couldn't speak properly reading a script. Yeah, that was the thing, too. And he kept going off script, even though he was barely holding on to the script to start with. Occo, what are you doing this week?
Put him in the box, please.
What am I doing this week?
You said you had one coming out on somebody soon? Video on somebody?
I'm gonna work on an Offkai video, I think, and then I need to pull some stuff together. I've been wanting to do it for a while, but I'm gonna make a video on Vex Milk because I want to, and I haven't seen a video made of her, so I'm gonna make one. And so tomorrow night I'm gonna do a stream talking about her. I'm also probably gonna read the Psycha Google Doc that is, I've been told really, really, really bad. I haven't looked at it very much, but I was
yeah,
told
we were
it's
supposed to
horrible.
mention that a little bit. So, fair warning, chat. Me and Occo are completely biased in favor of this artist. But there's an artist called Psycha who did the Dear Mizu and did the Fox Occo models.
They also did Ava's models. They also made the Pippi VTuber model. They also made Magma's model. They've made Temp's model. They made a lot of people's models.
Yeah, so our group alone has literally like 7 or 8 people that have worked with this artist. One of them at least like 3 or 4 times. And none of us have ever had any problems with them, as far as I know. Everybody's had nothing but nice things to say about them. So somebody dropped a Google Doc on them. Wasn't it about like not finishing work or something, or taking money?
I haven't read it, but it was basically like just that they suck, is what I was told.
Fair.
Excuse me.
Because when I heard about it, I was confused. I was like, what do you mean? Like, we literally have like 8 different people, all with our own individual experiences with them, and all of us were fine with them.
Yeah, no, yeah, I was just like, this woman doesn't, because at first I was like, is this for AI? If it's for AI, I can definitely disprove that as well.
Yeah.
And I looked in and it's just like, no, this isn't for AI. This is just due to the fact that they don't like them or that there's shit against them. And I'm like, bro.
Thank you,
You
by the way,
serious?
Overlord, for the big dono. Says, I like Celeste. She's very based and a good sister in Christ, doing the Lord's work. Also, all the
Hello.
peeps she hangs out with are awesome and fun.
I agree. Occo and Mizu are pretty fun and based.
I try. I'm not 100% base. I'm not on your level of base, but I am pretty cool.
Mizu
Don't
doesn't,
say that. You cool.
Mizu doesn't have a target. Can we raid into edit.exe? I mean, I guess I can. I don't see why not, unless they're like somebody bad. Oh, they have a cute little model. They have a t-shirt that says, the neat shall inherit the earth. Yeah, you know what? We can raid into them. That's fine. But if you two don't have anything else to add to it, I will send us off there.
Bye, Chad. Have a good night.
Yeah, I got nothing to offer.
Yeah, my brain died.
Right.
But chat, just be ready for Occo's stream tomorrow on the Vex Milk stuff and the Psycha stuff. And then obviously be ready for Celeste's big month-long streaming stuff that they're doing.
Yeah.
And we love you all. Have a good one.
Bye, boy.
Bye, chat.
Boy, guys. And have a good night if you guys are going to sleep.